Please like and subscribe.
Hello, Collective. Welcome to your reading. All right, Collective, this is going to be a general reading. And just a spirit check-in. Creator, please bless this reading and bring in the knowledge and the wisdom for the Most High for the collective. And for whoever finds this reading and needs this reading. Thank you. Okay, we're going to pull a past, present, and future card. Beautiful energy. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. We'll talk about the bottom of the deck after. We're going to pull an archetype card also. I'm not going to speak of these, if anything, until I lay all these cards out. But this is past, present, and future. Okay? And this can be your energy, and it can also be someone else's energy who you're dealing with, okay? So when someone else's energy comes in, which it is right now, okay, so what I see happening here, Collective, is in your recent past, you very confident in your magic. You've established, this is number 37, so whatever you've done in your life, you have gone through the initiation process many times, many times, not just once. And your sword is true. Your sword is very strong, very full of light. You are very grounded in the truth. Absolutely. And you manifested something. Like some kind of a project. You began a project. I'm just hearing the word justice. There's some sort of justice that you were trying to bring in. That was actually what I first saw when that sword came up. Was you raised your sword, meaning your truth for justice, and you manifested with your truth for the sake of justice. Okay, and the archetype that is has been employed with this, whatever's come in, whatever you brought in with this project and this manifestation toward justice. I'm feeling that it was like a beggar that came in, a person that had beggar qualities, and the light attributes are confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival, awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. The shadow attributes of the beggar are dependence on others to the exclusion of effort. Very interesting. Yeah, very interesting. It's almost like yeah, that's interesting. Okay. And in your current energies, crown games, there was some sort of power struggle. A power struggle between you and this beggar. That's what I'm feeling. Whoever you brought in, whoever came in, it was either with this beggar or with somebody else, but there was some sort of a power struggle that you were experiencing. This is number 8, so this was multidimensional. This wasn't just any power struggle. This was significant. When I see 8, I see multidimensional. So this wasn't just a power struggle within your outward world. It was also you confronting something within your inner world, maybe a fear of standing up for yourself, maybe if you're no longer allowing yourself to be disrespected in whatever way, whatever happened in some way, but there was a power struggle and the right use of power. You are standing on the right use of power in multi dimensions. Can you hear that? Excellent. That's excellent. And I feel that whoever you were dealing with kind of became a bully, especially when you showed your power, when you stood in your power. I think that, yeah, I'm just getting a sense that when this person first met you, they didn't really see you. They had their own, when we first meet other people, we have our own, we kind of make up our own sort of conclusions about them until we get to know them. Well, that's just what this person did. They made up their own conclusions about you until you showed up here. And okay, so you're dealing with a bully. The light attributes of the bully is highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. The shadow attributes of the bully are conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. Yeah, so maybe you're even being seen as a bully. You could be seen as a bully too. And you could be seen as the beggar also too. You could also be, have beggar attributes that you employed, in your own archetypal energies, or resonate with that energy. All of us do in some way, in some time of our lives. We've experienced having to beg for something, begging our parents for the keys to the car, begging to go over to a friend's house, begging for whatever, whatever it is. We've experienced that in some way. But yeah, and then the bully, I'm feeling that I'm just seeing you standing up, and this person all of a sudden seeing you like the right use of power. You got into a power struggle with somebody, and they're seeing you as a bully. But I'm finding that you are kind of, you intimidate others. You intimidate others. They think that you're a bully. But you're not a bull. I don't find that you're a bully. I find that you're just very what's the word I'm looking for? You cut right to the you cut to the chase. You're not interested in all the bullshit anymore. You don't beat around the bush anymore. You get right to the point. You're very efficient with your energy. And that's what I see here. And some people can't handle that. Some people need the bush to be ran around a few times. They need to have the word game. They need to be waterboarded, for half an hour before they get to the point, So, yeah, okay. So anyway, And their future energies is the gathering around the power of community. And I feel that this is, look at all the light. This is mushroom. Very interesting. Mushrooms are very seen as very healing. So I'm feeling like you are bringing healing to yourself and other people, and it's going to be bringing more people in that are going to be supporting this energy, bringing more of this energy in, really needing this energy. Maybe you're a safe place, maybe people feel very safe around you, gathering around the power of community. Well, who are they gathering around but you? So, and a 2 + 6 is an 8, so like more multi-dimensional energy. So that's what I mean. You're not just safe physically, people feel emotionally safe around you. They know they can like they don't have to keep themselves contained and up and all rigid and like you got it all together when we all fucking don't got it all together, but we got to act like we do got it all together when we're out there in the freaking world, on the whole, Well, when there's people that come around you, they can just be themselves. They can just, and you vice versa for you, because you're on the same resonance. You're on the same page of truth, transparency, vulnerability, safety, inclusion. Very beautiful energy here. So the future energy will be the hero energy, and this is the light attributes of the hero is passion for a journey of personal empowerment. The shadow attributes of a journey is escapism and a false sense of heroism. So yeah, I feel that definitely you are totally tied into your light attributes. Passion for a journey of personal empowerment, and I feel that's what this has all been about. And I feel like you're going to be realizing this more about yourself, like realizing that you have a passion for personal empowerment, and you love to empower others too. People that are ready to be empowered. And that's what I mean. That's multidimensional. When a person feels empowered, that affects many different areas of their lives. Just like when they feel disempowered, that also affects many different areas of their lives all at the same time. So yes, emotions and feelings, experiences are multidimensional, especially when we become very aware, more aware of ourselves in the areas in our lives, that maybe we took for granted. Okay, or just weren't tuned into. And that's totally fine. That's what happens when we're young. It's when we get older, when life starts to hurt a little more. It starts to not hurt, but just get a little more real. Okay, so the first card out, the 8 of Pentacles. So exactly, in your past, you were very busy working on self-empowerment. That's what I'm seeing here. And also improving your finances, wanting to bring in more money, more security, more stability. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, that's what we all want, especially now more than ever. Okay, these just popped right out. The 9 of Swords. So, your beginning of a project, or I just heard the word pivot. You pivoted. Your life was pivoted with this Magician's wand. With the Magician's sword. With the Magician's sword. Yeah, for justice. And this wasn't only, I find that this was for your justice specifically to begin with, but also, when you honor yourself, you honor everybody. So I feel like you um, beginning a project, beginning some kind of work that had to do with justice. Your empowerment because of who you are. And yeah, I feel like you know what it's like to be a beggar. You're not ashamed of anything about your struggles in your life and what you've had to overcome in your life, whatever that was, whatever it is. We'll look at the challenges we all have to overcome in some way. People's lives are incredible. People are resilient, like holy. Anyway, that's what this is. Whatever you've had to overcome in your life, I'm feeling that it caused you a lot of pain to honor it cost you a lot. Your growth, your self-improvement, your getting in touch with your magician, standing on your truth with the magician's sword, confidence in your own magic, that cut away a lot of people out of your life. A lot of people. Like I'm feeling like you I am feeling like you went through a lot of betrayal from people that you really trusted. Friends, best friends, co-workers, people that you thought really trusted you. But these people were messed up in their own way, right? So, but their betrayals still hurt. Their betrayals were still a betrayal, and from the people that you loved the most, even though they didn't mean to do it, even though they didn't mean to have this kind of an impact on you, even though they didn't mean for it to end up like this. It doesn't matter. The truth is what is, and it is what it is. Betrayal is what it is, and oftentimes so are its consequences. So, and that just made you reached a point where it just made you more relying upon yourself, developing the truth within yourself, and seeing the truth about others, and not wanting to be dependent upon others. And it cost you a lot of relationships, and it cost a lot of people their stress, because they can no longer get away with what they used to get away with you. You just won't tolerate it anymore, and that's what I see. But that doesn't come without a sense of struggle. But you see the blanket that covers this person. If you look closely, you'll see the zodiac on the blanket. The blanket's covering the legs. The legs are the roots. What are your roots? What is your ancestry? That's what's carrying you. That's what's supporting you. And not only that, you have the entire consciousness of the cosmos at your disposal. Operators are standing by. You just need to ask for help. And with this sense of struggle and the people that you lost, the pain you went through, the grief you went through, the fear, the despair, the hopelessness of it all, the heartache of it all, you found your new footing. You found your way through. And while other people were getting the shit kicked out of them by their own turbulence, you were look at the magician. Look at the magician energy. Look at his hat reaching into the upper realms. Whatever happened here and the work that you did on yourself, Now this is what now you're manifesting. You're manifesting. Absolutely. And everyone else is getting the shit kicked out of them by their own turbulent seas of their own unconsciousness. But you sailed your seas. You know who you are. Yes, there's more to discover. There always is. But you know the same seas that these people are getting beaten up on. You've navigated your own oceans. Okay, can we have the current energies creator, please? So with the power struggle that you've gotten into with someone, and I'm feeling that somebody did come into your life in the past that had also beggar energy. I'm feeling this is your energy too, but this is also someone else's energy. But I feel like they're not aware of their archetypes. They're not aware of the universal archetypes that they employed. Yeah, so whatever into the present now, into the current energies now, I'm sensing that's, yeah, because I'm feeling that this person that came into your life was kind of resonant with the beggar energy. They were in a place in their life where they too were at a pivot. They too were pivoting away from self-destruction. I just heard self-destruction. And trying to honor themselves also. But I feel like, you know, you with your magician's sword you've already been through the eye of the needle in many initiation processes, where I'm feeling like this person yet hasn't this person's got work. This person's got work that they need to do. And then that's what I mean. I feel that they are intimidated of you. They're intimidated of you and they see you as a bully. But I feel that you're not a bully. You're not a bully. I feel like you were being bullied. And I feel like dealing with this bully helped you confront the inner fears within you that bully you, that keep you from having more of a free spirit. And you're able to, you exercise the right use of power in a power struggle with a bully. And because you wouldn't submit, they see you as a bully. Oh, jeez. Okay, that makes sense too. That makes perfect sense. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Okay, here we go. Oh, wow. Okay, the creator's kind of saying, like, you're laughing. This card speaks for itself. You're standing on the right use of power. You're standing on the right use of power. You know exactly who you are. This card speaks for itself. You know, you don't need anything. You are right where you need to be. As for this person who was trying to bully you, who you didn't submit to, they're going through it. They're going through it. Uh, just a lot of unsatisfaction. uh, they're kind of seeing that they were foolish. You're seeing that they were foolish also too. I think they think that you were foolish. I think that you and this person's coming from two totally different paradigms. Totally different paradigms. You don't speak the same language at all. Like at all. So you don't there's no connection. You can't. No wonder they see you like a bully. No wonder. I can totally get this. And they're not happy. They're not in a good place about it. They feel like they've been bullied by you, but they're not willing to do the work to release themselves from their own victim. I'm feeling like they're like this person tried to bully you, and because they couldn't bully you, the other side, the other end of the bully spectrum is the victim. Okay? So all of a sudden now they're a victim. Now they're like, this person won't let me scapegoat them and blame everything on them. They totally turned around on me. So now, and they're now like they're being defiant, even though they're in like, oh shoot. Okay, to me, when this card stands up, they're not satisfied. When this card is in reverse, when it even shows up, this card even shows up, it's a game changer to me, in my eyes. They're not happy because you exposed them to themselves. Or I can't say you exposed them to themselves. They were ready to see themselves. Whatever this, you guys must have had a contract. You guys must have had a sacred contract. Because whatever happened here, this person was ready to see themselves, and they see that they were bullying you. They see also that you were using the right use of power, but they're not willing to like admit it. Because this card showing up, the Six of Swords, when it's upright, a person's leaving the land that no longer serves them, the land of the dead. Like Hercules, when he left the land of the dead, and he had to pay Shaman, the ferryman, to take him across the river Styx into the land of the living. But you can't pay Shaman anything. You have to pay Shaman with the truth, your truth. What landed you in the land of the dead? Maybe the land of the dead wasn't always the land of the dead, but it just became that way because seasons change, things change, people change. Contracts end. When contracts end, that's when seasons change. And I feel like your contract with this, and I feel like you don't even really know this person. That's the whole thing. I feel like you guys don't really even know each other, but you've affected each other so much. You're doing great. You're doing great, but this person's like having a rage out. Like they're freaking out. I'm serious. Like I'm totally serious. They're not willing to tell the truth. They're wanting to blame you. They feel trapped in the land of the dead or whatever. They know they don't want to be where they are. They can see where they are. This whole situation with you has exposed them to themselves. They're freaking pissed off about it, but they don't want to tell the truth about it. They'd rather blame you. And here's you. You're not even thinking about this person. You've expanded so much, and you're just looking forward toward the future, just enjoying. I'm feeling like you've gone through some rapid growth here Absolutely. And you're just looking ahead, planning ahead. You can afford the time. You can afford the time to do this because you've done your work. You know, you've done your work. Okay, and in the future energies, the hero, heroine. So the story of the hero is, this is Carl Jung. This is from Jungian psychology. The hero is one who leaves their hometown. They have to. They're either forced out, or some circumstances arises where they have no choice and they have to leave their family, their home village, their people, whatever, and for a long time. And usually when they're in their youth, and then they come back as an adult many years later with new knowledge, new information, new whatever. That's what the hero journey is about. So you have totally you've gone through your own hero's journey. And because you've gone through your own hero's journey, you love to teach others about it also too. You know, you are that hero's journey. You feel like that has been your entire life. But I feel like you're going to be teaching a lot of people about your experiences of what you've had to learn, what you've been given the opportunity to learn. You know, hey, listen, a lot of people go through these areas of life, but they don't have this energy. They don't have this energy, the energy that you have, you know, being confident in your magic, the right use of power, drawing towards yourself a really good community. I'm feeling it's going to be people that are very authentic and who know themselves, you know, who are lit up from the inside out, not from the outside in, you know, with flashy designer clothing and, you know, blah. Not that there's anything wrong with designer clothing. I'm not knocking designer clothing at all. But sometimes clothing and whatever, the outward appearance and what you're driving and what kind of house you have and what your kids are doing, and oh my gosh, the whole outward surface appearance of things has like taken center stage of a lot of people's lives, and it's ridiculous. It's all Sheol. It's all Sheol. You know, it's all for show. That's all it is. This is all just it's all because underneath it all, okay, interesting. A quote by Ram Dass comes to me, and it came to me earlier tonight, and now it's sliding right into this reading. So this was meant for this reading. Ram Dass had made a quote, and he said, you know, weren't you proud of yourself when you learned how to pay your taxes or do your taxes? You know, that was a big moment. You know, and then you learned how to pay your taxes, and you got a job, you pay your taxes, you bought a house, you had a family, you raised your kids, you go to work, you pay your bills, you do everything exactly like you're supposed to, and you get it all mastered down. And even as you master it down, he said, don't you feel just a little bit like you're being had? And that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like, it's you are drawing to yourself people that are awake. They're not asleep and only focusing on the outside world. Okay. So, Creator, what is the energy, the clarification for the future energies? What is the hero and the gathering community for the collective? So the Page of Cups came out in reverse. see, I see. Okay, okay. There is still a lot of explosive energy between you and this person, and it just manifested through my cards. Okay, no. Try that again, Creator, please. Holy smoke. Okay. Well, now the energies are all quiet. Interesting. Oh, interesting. Yes. Okay. So, whatever happened here, you're incredible. You guys are incredible because whatever happened here, this person said some things to you. You know, projected their bully upon you. You know, I feel like yes, it's like you're feeling the okay, so what this is all about here is the fact that the gathering community, like, okay, there was also the people you have around you that are connected to this project is the gathering community. And these are people that think like you. But this person that is a part of whatever project that came in that is not part of your community, I'm hearing like inner circle. They're not part of your inner circle. How do I say this? Relating to this person was like going on a hero's journey for you. This person was very emotionally immature, you know, left you feeling very disappointed in the whole thing. But it was it was your training of your samurai. This was about developing your self-esteem further. You know, by you going up against a bully, you confronted the things in yourself that bully you. You know, the training of the samurai, you know, this sliver of the moon is when intuition is very quiet. It's not as, you can't hear it as clearly as you normally can. But your instincts are loud. Your instincts are louder. Even your waters are calm behind you. There's not like a raging, tumultuous ocean. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to do this. So the waters behind you were very quiet, and you're sitting here blindfolded with your back to your ocean, relying on your instinct. The development of self-esteem is the development of spiritual instinct over the five senses. Okay? And that's what this relationship was about with this beggar and who became a bully and who is wanting to blame you and stay stuck. Now they're a victim now and they're like, you know, whatever, let them laugh. But whatever happened when they projected their bulliness onto you, and I'm feeling like, yeah, I'm feeling this person was very intimidated of your strength. And there was already subtle nuances that stressed you out about this person, but you're always able to balance it out. You're always able to balance it out also too. You know, okay. But whatever he said, or she or he said, whatever this person said and projected onto you, it really affected you. and it kind of puts you into a 10 of swords. But in the future energies now, with your training of your self-esteem and the training of your samurai, it didn't last long. It didn't last long at all, actually. You were able to, oh my gosh, okay, I just got the image of a person lying on all the swords. It's like pressure points. You're able to like flip it over. And now these swords have now become truths. And they're not even really stabbing you in the back. They're more just holding you up. They're more just like interesting. I've never seen that before. I have never seen this card like this before, ever. But you were able to flip this around and make a heavy projection put upon you to serve you. Job well done. Job well done. Okay. Can we have an Egyptian Gods Oracle card, please, to tie this reading off? So you learned what you needed to learn. You were like a shaman. You were like an alchemist. This is like alchemy. Look at your magician energy, and you're just like la-di-da. You got your back to this person as they're like rah, and they're freaking out, and you're like whatever. Oh, that's just, I love it. I love it. And the whole time you've been see, that's what this is. You've got your back turned to a tumultuous energy. You've got your back turned to your own inner motion, inner ocean that's very calm. Well, this person's having a conniption fit. You're nice and quiet. And this showing you who you are. This is showing you who you are. And yeah, you do. You have a sense of arrival. I'm feeling you have a sense of arrival within yourself, a sense of homeness, a sense of self-respect, self-love. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I feel like a lot of people say they have self-love, but they're still learning to respect themselves. You know what I mean? And I'm seeing here that you have self-respect. You don't put up with any bullshit. I feel like you're oh my gosh, I feel like when people are around you, they see you as like doing mental gymnastics. But you're just walking your normal way. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, you are far more neurologically agile than most of the people around you, and this is why you're in this magician sword energy, the crown games, right use of power energy, and develop our the power of community, gathering around the power of community. Beautiful. I feel like you've got your wings. I feel like you've got your wings. That's what this feels like to me. Symbolically, you've got your wings. Oh my gosh, you've got your wings. In another reading, I talk about this. I think it's the Gemini reading. I don't remember which reading it is, but one of them where somebody, their high priestess energy, has been given the keys to the underworld. And I feel like that's what this is. Look at the underworld. Yes, look at you. These swords rooted in the underworld that hold you up now. That hold you up now. Like, oh, I am like seriously honored to read this. This is incredible. This is incredible. I'm so happy to know that people like this exist in the world. You have no idea. Okay, creator, let's take it. Egyptian Gods Oracle card. All right. Now that we pulled the secrets from the cards, what do you want collective to do with this energy? Healing. Yes, healing. Okay, 33. Beautiful. This is Selkis. Selkis. Number 33. Selkis. Divinity of magic and occult powers. She is depicted as a woman with a scorpion on her head, her symbol. She possesses absolute power over all poisonous creatures because she represents the poison and the antidote at the same time, just like them. Like the scorpion, she is the sign of death and rebirth. She who gives the kiss of death and the breath of new life. You need to, I'm getting vertigo big time. You need to cross the threshold in order to come to a new life. Selkis invites you to recognize and accept your dual, benign and malignant nature. Learn to control your poisonous side, giving space to the part of you that has the capacity to heal. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. So I think that you were laughing here. Accept your dual benign to control your voice and giving space to part of you that has the capacity to heal. I feel like this is the other way around. Like I feel like you have a very good relationship with your malignant side of you, or sorry, with the benign side of you. But this has been an exercise of the malignant, poisonous side of you. And I think that's what this is about learn to control your poisonous side, giving space to that part of you that has the capacity to heal. So what I'm hearing this card saying to you is that you have the capacity. You are you are sharp, very, very sharp. And the way of standing up for yourself has been opened to you. And this relationship with whoever this is in your life, they need to come, and I think that you reflected each other in their poison and your poison. But I feel like you had the right use of power here, and I feel like their words were like biting venom into you. And you had to harness your wanting to bite back. And I'm feeling that's exactly what this is about, is you have controlled your poison. Otherwise, this card wouldn't be here. These wouldn't be here. You have controlled you have giving space to the part of you that has the capacity to heal. And that's exactly what this is. You, I feel, allowing yourself to giving yourself the permission to be angry, giving yourself the permission to be like, no, fuck you. You're going to respect me, or we're not going to talk. You're going to approach me with respect and dignity, or you're not going to approach me at all. You know, I feel like this is what you have been allowing to come out of you. And yeah, people are intimidated of it. And as you, yeah, I feel like this person was dealing with a giant. You felt like he was going up against a giant. So I just feel like You are rebalancing. You absolutely are. You are rebalancing. But don't throw the serpent out. Don't throw the part of you out that because you are a dual nature. That's who we are. That's who the high priestess is. That's the high priestess energy. She understands the duality and the unity. She lives in both worlds. She trusts them both and has balance and uses them both for good. Okay? Uses evil energy for good, if she has to. If it has to come to that, but it's done consciously, whatever she would have to do, whatever it is. But this is the same thing, using evil for good. So telling somebody, fuck you, don't you talk to me like that, like don't you approach me like that, like you're going to respect me. You speaking up for yourself and standing up for yourself, using your own venom, that's appropriate. That's appropriate. Don't ever throw that out. Don't ever throw that out. Yes, there's times when you have to balance that, absolutely, but that will save your life. That is, even when a baby fawn is getting cornered by a lion, it's going to fight. It's going to try to fight back until it's obviously going to, it's going to go down swinging. It's going to go down swinging. Okay? So that's what I mean. And you're not a baby fawn. I'm just trying to say that to say every animal will try to fight for its own right to exist. And you're finding your own balance in your own life, within your own self-esteem, as you're bumping up against others, and whoever you've bumped up against in this contract, it was meant to be, because they have their own. This is a message for the both of you. And I feel like they bit you and put their poison into you. That's what I feel. And that you were able to neutralize this. But this could be their energy too, because you had the right use of power. So whatever you said exposed this person to themselves. Like they're pissed right off. So they've got their own venom. It's not someone else's venom coursing through your veins, it's your own. It's our own venom. When someone really pisses us off, that's our venom. That's my venom. So there you go. And when you can neutralize that and balance it out and turn it around, that's when you have the balance to let this hold you up. That's when you have your trust in the underworld. That's very powerful. Whatever you've done here is very powerful. And you had a contract with this person, and you both learned. I feel like you learned more than they did. Hopefully they'll catch on to it sooner or later. Maybe not. Who knows? Who cares? But you did, and that's what matters. Okay, I'm going to leave this here. Thank you so much for tuning into this reading. And you guys are pretty amazing. Thank you, Creator, for trusting me with this reading. Thank you, Collective, for trusting me with this reading. And you guys have a beautiful night. Alrighty. Bye.